Everyone, and welcome back. Now, in the last lecture, we implemented delay to delete. And while I was implementing the delay to delete inside the reminder cell view, I mentioned it a couple of times that even though this will work, but this is not really a favorable or a good solution. And the reason is that now every time you will use the reminder cell view, and if you want to use it in different places, it will always have this delay to delete. And maybe sometimes you just don't want delay to delete, right? You just want to delete instantly. So that functionality, that flexibility is not there. So one of the things that we can do is we can move this delay to delete into the parent itself, the person who is calling ReminderCellView. So who's calling ReminderCellView? Well, it is the MyList detail screen. That is the one that is using the ReminderCellView. So I'm going to go inside the MyList detail screen and simply create a delay to delete. So I'll say delay. It's not even delay to delete. It's like delay to mark for completion, because we're not really deleting the reminder. We're just marking it for completion. So I'm going to go ahead and add the delay on the top. And when we reach the point of checked right over here on line number 41, this is where we can say, well, cancel the pending task, like pending whatever the task that you were doing. So I'm going to say delay.cancel. That's going to cancel the pending task. And now I can perform the actual work. So what is the work we're trying to perform? Well, we're trying to perform reminder is completed equals to checked. That's what we're trying to perform. And that is pretty much it. Now we can go back to our reminder cell view and we can remove the delay part from here. So I'll remove all of this stuff. We don't need any of that stuff. There we go. Now it looks nice and clean, and you can reuse this same reminder cell view in other locations, other parts of your code, without having a dependency on the delay part. So if you want to add a delay, either you can pass in the delay in the reminder cell view as an argument, as a dependency, or what we have done is you can simply use it in the parent. But let's see if it actually works. So I'm going to go ahead and check mark something. I'm going to uncheck. Okay, that's good. I'm going to check mark reminder 2. There we go, it's gone. So after a couple of seconds, probably after 2 seconds, it is gone. And you can adjust those things if you want. You can go ahead and you can see that delay can be something else. Like I can say 0.25 seconds. So let's get our things back. It's going to load it from the preview. Oh, wow, that was quick, right? There we go. So you can adjust this. If you don't pass anything, the default is 2 seconds. If 2 seconds is too much, then go ahead and adjust it. The other thing that we want to do is to actually delete our reminders. Checking them is not really going to delete them. It's just going to mark them completed. As you can see right here, this is the code that's going to get fired, and the reminder flag, the it's completed flag, is going to turn from false to true. And when it happens, the reminders are not displayed because the list is filtering and only showing the reminders that are not completed. So how can we accomplish this? How can we actually delete something? Well, the easy way is to just swipe from right to left, and we will be able to see the delete button. But right now, if you swipe from right to left, nothing really happens. In order to see the delete button, what we can do is we can change this list to for each, but still wrap all of these things inside the list. Oops, there we go, there we go. And I'm going to say Control A and then Control I. It's going to just format it a little bit. That's fine. But now that we have for each, we can perform the onDelete view modifier. And onDelete modifier over here Instead of adding the code over here, what we can do is we can simply go ahead and implement the delete reminder function. Delete reminder. And we can just implement the delete reminder over here. Private function delete reminder, making sure this will be index set. Index set. There we go. Okay, so delete reminder is here. The first thing we will do is we'll get the index. So we'll say index set dot, just give me the last index. I think you can use first also, it's the same thing because it's only one index that you're selecting. Next thing, we're going to use our my list. I think it's called my list.reminders, and we'll get that particular reminder that we want to delete from the list itself. And the final part is to delete the reminder. Now, the way that you delete the reminder is you should have access to the model context. And if we scroll down, and these are the previews, you can see that we are injecting the model container, which is our preview container, just for the previews. Once we have injected the model container, we can go ahead and try to access the environment. So this will be the model context, private var context. And now we can go ahead and say context.delete the reminder. Nice and simple. Let's go ahead and see if it works. Now if I swipe from right to left, I can see the delete button appearing and I can delete it. Okay, that looks pretty good, but let's actually go ahead and run it in our actual simulator, because right now everything is in the previews, and once we're deleting something, it kind of comes back because all of these things are in memory and they're loaded again. So let's go ahead and run the simulator. And once we have the simulator running, then we'll be able to clearly find out that if the reminder is successfully deleted or not. And we'll see that other things that we need to fix are when you're adding a reminder, it may leave the name of the title of the reminder in the text box, so we can, or the text field, and we can change those things also. So here we go, we have two lists, reminders and groceries. I'm going to go to groceries. I already have a couple of groceries over here. I'm going to say, okay, I can see the delete button. So buy bread, I'm going to delete. Okay, it's gone. Now I'm going to go back to reminders, go back to groceries, and you can see buy bread is gone. I can also go ahead and run the app just to make sure it's gone. There we go. Looks pretty good. Now the final thing that I want to cover, which is a very small thing, is when I add a reminder, I get this alert where I can enter the name of the reminder. I'm going to say buy eggs. Okay, it's added. Now if I say new reminder, you can see buy eggs is still there. So let's go ahead and see how we can fix that part. So in our My List Details screen, we need to find out where we are doing all of that stuff. Here it is. You can see right there. We're doing a new reminder, text field. We have a cancel button. We have a done button. So after the done button and the form is validated and we save the reminder, we can go ahead and simply go ahead and assign it empty string. And that should fix that problem. All right. So that's pretty much it. You learned how to move the delay into the parent, and that allows us to control a little bit more, because now the parent is responsible that if they want to add a delay or not. There might be some screens, some views, where you're using ReminderCellView as a child view where you don't want to use the delay. So then you will just not use the delay. You will not create an instance of the delay or not use it. And we also learn how to do a delete, which is, you can see it's pretty simple. Just deleting it using the context. And that's pretty much it. Hope you have enjoyed it. And one last thing, if you have liked this video and want to check out some of my other courses, then go to azamsharp.school. You can click on the courses and you can see a whole list of really amazing courses, including my brand new course on SwiftUI architecture. Now, this course I've been working on this course for a long time, and it goes through many different architectures, container pattern, MV, MVVM, and I kind of show you what I have learned over the course of, well, since SwiftUI was released. So check out the promo video, check out all the content. You can see aggregate model, data store, bounded context, nested observables, SwiftUI views, validation, navigation, huge section on testing. So this course covers a lot of different details when you are building SwiftUI application in a way that you're not fighting SwiftUI framework, you are trying to work with it, just like Apple has demonstrated or Apple has intended for you to use. The other things are workshops. Now, these are 3 to 3.5, sometimes even 4-hour workshops, and very hands-on over Zoom, where you will be with other members and you will be implementing some applications. So there are some workshops coming up in June, SwiftData fundamentals. You have workshops on server-driven or server-side Swift using Vapor, and you can see all of the content that will be discussed. An introduction to testing workshop, and then finally you have the Create ML machine learning in iOS workshop. So these are very hands-on. I mean, you can spend like 5 or 6 months trying to learn something, but you can learn these things from an expert in like 3 hours. I would pay for that, and this is very hands-on stuff. And all of the people who have attended one of the workshops, they always come back for more. So thank you so much. Visit azamsharp.school. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Share it, like it. Thank you.